What's the income right now? Obviously, you're about to hit 10K. What's the goal?
Last month I did about a little over 9K, but the goal is for me is 15K at least.
15 is like a bare minimum though. What do you feel like is your A+ problem right now?
Definitely my content, building that brand.
So biggest thing I would tell you is look at your data and look at your retention rate. Like your retention rate on this, the hook was probably strong, but your middle report was probably shit. Yes, you got a lot of views on it, but notice how the ratio of 22,000 views to only 700 likes really isn't that good. I think your why wasn't strong enough to you. Clearly shows that, because if it was strong enough, you wouldn't let those little malfunction in your camera stop you from hitting your goals. Straight up. That's so minor. Now you feel like you could have done it, but you didn't. That's the worst feeling possible. How do you feel now? Do you kind of feel regret, or do you feel proud?
I wasted basically all those weeks of progress that I could make.
Exactly, right? It feels like shit. Doesn't feel good. Let's think about the 10.0 version of Ethan. That version of Ethan who has that personal brand. Hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe coaching others, making over 20K a month. Do you really think that when your camera is tweaking out, your SD card's not working, you're having malfunctions, do you think he quits? All right, Ethan, welcome, brother.
What's up?
My guy. So, introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Ethan. I'm 22 years old. Been cutting hair for about 5 years.
Okay, how much are you charging?
$50 for a haircut, $60 for a haircut and beard.
Let's go. And then, what's the income right now? Obviously, you're about to hit 10K. What's the goal?
Last month I did about 9K, a little over 9K. This month is gonna be crazy though. I'm up like, it's the 13th. I made about 7,000 so far. So definitely gonna do over 10K this month. But the goal is for me is 20K.
20K.
15K at the least.
15K minimum, bro.
Yeah.
That's this month. But in the next 4 months, what do you want to be hitting?
The next 4 months is like 15K.
15. Why 15?
15, 20K.
I mean, if you're gonna hit 15 this month, why would that be a goal?
I'm hoping I hit 15K this month.
15 is like a bare minimum though, because like at this point, it's like I think you'll hit it. I think you should shoot for higher. Same thing I told Fernando. It was like he's at like 3K. He wants 8K. I'm like, aim for 10. You'll get 8. You know what I mean? Because you're shooting for higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to be fucking delusional, but I don't think it's delusional when you're already making 5 figures. You know what I mean?
I'd say like 20K, 25K a month would be
solid.
Solid. Bro.
There we go. Okay, so what do you feel like is your A+ problem right now?
Definitely my content. Definitely social media and building that brand.
Okay. So income's not the biggest problem for you. Yes, you want to scale it, but you're saying your problem right now with your business is your brand. But how much clients a month do you feel like you're getting?
Shoot, well over like 40.
Well over 40?
Maybe around 40.
Okay.
No, wait. A month? That's like a week, so I mean times 4. Yeah, like around there.
Times 4? What is that, 160? 160 clients a month?
Yeah, I think I did maybe like 173 last month.
173, good shit. And do you know how much were new?
I did like 40-ish.
40-ish new clients?
Yes.
Do you know from where?
Instagram, Booksy, word of mouth.
What was like the most you feel like?
I think a big one was social media.
Social media?
Yeah, and I had a couple just seeing me on Booksy.
Okay, so let's just peep your numbers. All right, so I would say, what was your last time you tracked?
I think it was October. That was when
October?
I made like a little under 9K.
Okay. And then what did you hit in November?
November, I don't really know what I did.
You were like right at 10K?
Yeah, it was around there.
Good shit though.
I think it was like
9 something?
Yeah, it was like 9 something.
I mean, is it on here or you didn't track it?
No, it's not.
Okay. I'll take your word on it. So total new clients, 38 new clients in October. Recurring clients, 106. Most are family friends already. Walk-ins, Booksy, word of mouth. I don't know why there's so much. Yeah, Booksy, word of mouth. So it looks like most of them are family friends already, word of mouth. So that already gives us data, you guys, on like referrals, right? Word of mouth is fully like friends telling friends, family telling family, right? So that gives us, you should put in your offer, right, like a referral, like, yo, you get me 5 new clients, because people are already doing it. Are you telling them to do it?
No, not really, no.
Okay, so I would start asking them, like, you get 5 new clients, you get a fresh cut, free cut, whatever. Doesn't hurt. That's just basic marketing. But for you, it's already working. So that's just one thing to double down on. Number 2, holy shit, straight up only 3 services: burst fade, mid fade, blowout taper. That's all you do. That's literally all you do. So it gives us data on like, okay, make more content around that. Doesn't always have to be consultation videos. right? Out of the consultation videos, you can make 5 other pieces of content, you know? There's the consultation video. You could repurpose that consultation video into, you know, you just muted, and then there's like the audio in the background, and then the text. That's 2 pieces of content. And then the text could say something like, you got to make it about the freaking service you're so good at. You're good at mid fades and burst fades and blowout tapers. That is your ICP. So that should be like, the text could be like, you know, the client. Have you guys ever seen those videos where it's like the client talking, but it's on mute and it's just sound and then there's the text over it? That's a perfect repurposed piece of content from the consultation. For you, a perfect example could just be like, POV, you're the best barber at burst fades, mid fades, blowout tapers, whatever it might be. That gives you more like, you know, those clients that want that service, that premium service, they're attracted to that. Like for me, for coaching, it'd be like POV, or it wouldn't be POV, but it would, I'm calling my ICP out. That's the whole point of this type of content, is calling your market out. This is what you're getting. This is your market that's going to get you to $100 per haircut, so we're going to make more content about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what have you tried for your A+ problem is content, client conversion, iffy?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, I had people fly from a different island.
A different island.
Yeah, and he paid me $100. That was pretty lit.
Give it up for fucking Ethan, bro. That's hype. That's hype.
I had people drive from like farthest part of the island. It's definitely working. Like people are coming in and saying Instagram.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just like the views and stuff.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
the best.
So it's not the view. So views, not the best. But what's the goal? What's more important to you, building a personal brand or getting more clients and making more money?
I feel like I'm in the position right now. Like there's a good amount of momentum where I'm capable of kind of doing both.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I have the clients, the content. Recording the content's not really the issue.
Yeah.
It's just getting content that sticks. Money's not an issue. Like it's flowing. I can reinvest it into different places. So
Yeah.
I feel like at this point in time, I can kind of do both.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess do both as in build a personal brand, and then on top of building the personal brand, make a lot more money too.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna try to do both.
Yeah.
Okay, it's valid. Again, when you do both though, you don't see crazy big results. You know, compared to when you focus on one and solely one, you'll see a lot more bigger result.
Yeah.
But you can still do both. You know what I mean? So what have you tried? Have you tried to do both yet?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been posting content at all.
What happened?
Really. I was having a bunch of problems with like my camera and stuff. My SD card would tweak out. I would record a bunch of content and then send it to my editor, and he'd be like, "Oh, I can't see it," or like some clips would not be able to be seen. Sometimes the audio wouldn't be working, and so that kind of just pissed me off. And I was like, "Oh man." Like,
So you got over it. You quit like that?
yeah.
I mean, let's think about it, bro. Let's think about Ethan at 10, the 10.0 version of Ethan,
Yeah.
right?
You're
That version of Ethan who has that personal brand. You know, hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe coaching others, making over 20K a month. Do you really think that when your camera is tweaking out, your SD card's not working, you're having malfunctions, do you think he quits?
No.
Like genuinely, why doesn't he quit?
Because the light's at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. So right there, that was a pure representation of you're in that phase. Maybe it's trenches. You know, I say this a lot. You're pushing this rock up a hill. It's massive mountain. You're pushing it up. And you got to always see light at the end of the tunnel. The ball might be falling back on you. Malfunctions, right? Ball's falling back on you, but you can't just let it, you know, run you over. And you let it do that.
Yeah.
Straight up. You let it do that. And look at where you're at. You still, yes, you got the result. Maybe you got a little more comfortable, but you can't let the rock roll over you. That's when you're in defeat. And now, truthfully asking, since you kind of let the ball roll over you, you kind of stop posting because of the malfunctions. How do you feel now? Do you kind of feel regret, or do you feel proud?
Nah, I feel like I wasted basically all those weeks of progress that I could make.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? It feels like shit. It doesn't feel good. Right? So don't let the rock roll over on you. And on top of that, always see the light at the end of the tunnel. And if you keep doing that, I've never met someone who's so consistent, who keeps on it, who asks questions, get answers, and puts in the work, who doesn't get the result they finally want. The rock's eventually going to fall over the cliff, and from there it's momentum. And then that's when you ride the momentum. But when you are in that trenches phase of pushing that rock up, yes, it's going to, not feel good. But again, where do humans grow, you guys? Comfort, discomfort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you got to go through the trenches phase. You got to go through the dips. But at the dips, you can't quit. You can't just crumble. You know, you got to go up from there. So that's number one for you. It's just your mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your mindset. So mindset, don't let the rock roll over you. Check your why and make it stronger. Make a vision board, dude. Make a vision board. Put it everywhere. Like I said in the earlier presentations, I think your why wasn't strong enough to you. I think clearly shows that, because if it was strong enough, you wouldn't let those little malfunction in your camera stop you from hitting your goals. Straight up. That's so minor. Can't let it affect you like that. You know what I mean? Now you feel like you could have done it, but you didn't. And that's the worst feeling possible, right?
Yeah.
So, number one, solution. Number two, what's one resource or connection you feel like you need right now?
I feel like, shoot, this mastermind is what I needed.
Yeah?
Yeah, to come out here and meet everybody, bro, and figure out, the bottlenecks and how we can improve and be inspired.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because when you're in the shop all day,
Yeah.
kind of lose sight of that growth. Just cutting repetitions, same days,
Same loop,
yeah.
over and over. Yeah. So kind of getting away from everything, getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never been to Miami, right?
Nah, and I never met all these youngins, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're
it's
ambitious,
crazy.
bro. You know,
Yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
see much of that, I'm sure, in your shop, right?
Yeah, everyone's ambitious. It's just different, like seeing everyone fly out like this.
Ah, okay.
Being this young, like dude's 15, bro, like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. No, 100%, bro, 100%. Okay, the mastermind was helpful. What else do you feel like you need?
I feel like I low-key need a new editor.
New editor.
Yeah,
Why is that?
there's some videos I would send him, and I just didn't like it. It wasn't really my cup of tea with the edits. And,
Okay. Well, your cup of tea, as in, what do you mean by that?
like, there's some stuff where like I don't really like it, but because like it's the content he gave me, I just like I try to give him feedback. He'd kind of tweak it, and then I just be like, okay, well I gotta post something. So,
Okay. So it's a management problem. It's a pure management problem. Yes, you can only give your editor so much advice, but what's the problem exactly? Is it more so like you don't like the content, or is the content just ass that he's editing? Not ass, but like it's just like you're not your cup of tea, as in you don't like the content, but it'll still perform, but it's just not your vibe? Or is it more so?
I feel like it's more so that it's just like
Okay.
sometimes I'm like, dang, I would have done differently,
Okay.
done this differently. I would have broke up the clips a little bit differently.
Okay. So my biggest thing is being brutally honest with myself. I tell a lot of people this, but people who try to give themselves feedback with like 1,000 followers and they're trying to give themselves social media feedback, you can only take so much of your feedback until you have to be real with yourself and be like, damn, maybe I don't know how to go viral. Maybe I do need to get the right guidance. So right now, how much followers do you have?
1,300.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
But it's like you can only give yourself so much feedback, and actually be real with yourself and actually understand that your knowledge has only gotten you to this point. Why would you keep listening to that same person who's telling you to post this and post that and post it this way when it's only getting you a couple thousand views, which you don't want, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, I mean, if the editor's ass and he's just, he hasn't gotten millions and millions of views, it's Hammy, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's an editor problem, bro. I'll be honest. Hammy's gotten millions and millions of views. I think maybe the editor could be even better, but 90% is you.
Yeah.
I think it's you managing. Maybe you want the clips in some ways to fit more of your vibe. That's on you to manage him to do that.
Yeah.
But again, you managing him might not be the best advice, because again, you only got to where you are and you're not at a crazy personal brand yet. If I'm telling my editor to do something, I got over 200K followers, I think my advice is pretty valid.
Yeah.
Because I've actually done it. But it's like, I see this barber coach is like giving editors out, and then it's like the guy with 200 followers is trying to train the editor to do this and do that, but the editor does what he says and then gets him minimal views and minimal results because that guy is posting the wrong stuff. That guy doesn't know what's right to post. So same thing for you. You don't fully know what's right yet, so you can't fully tell your editor what to do yet. Does that make sense?
What would you say, better management? Because usually so how I do it with Hammy is I send him the clips.
Yep.
I tell him what song I want, and that's about it.
Okay.
So is there a better way to kind of manage that to get a
I think
result?
you'll love the presentation tomorrow, and honestly for everybody here. But on top of that, I mean, if it's converting, keep doing it, right? It seems like your problem's more so just like you want views and more of a personal brand and build a better following. That's another avenue of content, because consultations are saturated.
Yeah.
So better scripting, better hooks, scripts made by people who actually have done it. So me personally making your scripts, the editors that are absolute dogs making your scripts who've gotten millions of views for other people, then that's valid. But right now you're kind of doing your own thing and you're trying to tell them to do this, but it's like you can only tell them so much, dude.
Yeah.
Until you have to just sometimes let them fucking cook. You gotta let them cook. You know what I mean? So let's do a quick in-person content review. Okay, when's the last time you posted?
Shoot, it's been a minute.
So why is that?
It's just like we talked about before, like the whole thing with my
Camera.
Yeah. I was traveling too. I've been like pretty active on my stories, but that's about it.
Okay.
Not like actual reels.
Okay, so more volume already. Watch presentation tomorrow. Dude, if I'm being honest, like another big thing I would tell you is like, dude, you got 22,000 views on this one, and then we went back to all this random shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do we keep trying? Yes, it's good to test, but once you get that one that works, let's go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You played it already?
Huh?
The one that worked?
Yeah.
That one was stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Did you get an editor for this?
No, I think I did it. I think I.
Who's seen it?
I've seen this video.
You seen it?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that, bro? Let's go. That's far.
To her, does she say anything about the cut?
Yeah, she says you look cute.
What do you think she's gonna say after this cut, bro?
Okay, so I think it got engagement mostly because of the girl. The hook was all right. What's the haircut called? It didn't get crazy engagement, but it got a lot of views. So biggest thing I would tell you is look at your data and look at your retention rate. All right? Like your retention rate on this, the hook was probably strong, but your middle report was probably shit. So yes, you got a lot of views on it, but notice how the ratio of 22,000 views to only 700 likes really isn't that good.
Yeah.
You know? It's not that good. When you see comments, people actually commenting, and you actually bring emotion out of them, that's when you know you're doing something right. I would rather take 100 comments than 500 likes because it shows that I brought more. Anyone can double tap. Not everyone can type out a whole message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for you, just look at the ratio. 22,000 views. So a lot of people maybe saw the thumbnail and maybe saw the view and the hook, but from there it was ass. You know, and that's why they swiped off. So check more data on your view insights. And last but not least, it's just volume, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and stop, like, don't quit, dude. Like Nico says, gay, bro. You know? Like, it's just gay. Like, you could do so much better, bro. Like, you have so much potential in the tank, but you just quit. And this is for everyone who's in social media. It's just normal. And is this... So, like, bro, this is like you went back to your old ways. Mm-hmm. I know you're trying, but, like...
I think, low-key, I wasn't... Like, all this, I was trying.
Okay, valid.
And I think...
I mean, when you're trying, look at more engagement you get. 155. Yes, it's not crazy, but that's momentum already. Compared to, you go back down to square one.
Yeah.
Like, you could see the visible difference between power of a haircut. It's 2022, bro. Compared to, you know, you got the consultations. One more thing is I would just say, jump on one call with me or with Toku and map out a content plan for the brand, right? My computer's going to die, so I can't obviously do that right now. But on the one-on-one, we could run that up. But biggest things, don't let your mindset fucking fold. You especially, don't let the rock roll over you, Ethan. Check your why and actually make it stronger. Make a vision board. Put that shit everywhere. Have your why clear enough and strong enough, because if your why is, you won't be stopped. More volume. Watch the presentation for tomorrow. Check more data on your view insights, okay, so you know what's the problem. It's most likely going to be the middle or the hook. And jump on a one-on-one with me. Let's map out your content plan for the next December and January. One last thing is study more. Study more content of what's working. Again, that's going to be in the presentation tomorrow, all about personal branding. But how was that?
No, that was fire, bro.
That was fire?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, boys, give it up for Ethan.